Catitude by Camilla Derico.
Let's see it.
Well, here's the cover.
Cute.
And
You did this last week too.
Yes, I was just, oh my God, I was just going to get there.
One trick pony. Just kidding.
Rude. Normally, I do not do a coloring page 1 week after the other, but since we're doing different time slots, I think it's only fair to like let another group of people that are like awake right now join in on the coloring page.
Sebastian says first.
You are first.
Mike says sparkle heart, rocket sparkle. Also,
oh, there's more.
The internet went out like 10
yes.
minutes before this live stream. So if the live just cuts out, enjoy while you can.
We're hoping things go well. So I did not choose colors beforehand because some people want to see how I choose colors. So that is what I'm going to do now.
Darren says, hello, boys.
Well, hello, Darren. I will probably pick all the colors first. Oh, look.
So this is the piece you're doing.
Yeah. And look,
Precious.
I found, this isn't the true Mona Lisa. I think this is like the sister painting to the Mona Lisa.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm going to use that one because it's more colorful. That one because it's more colorful, just like me.
Okay.
So I'm going to color the fur like skin. And I'm going to use, well, I like to use pinks and purples for shading.
Okay.
So that's going to be in the fur. So we'll pull out that one. That's a lilac.
No.
Good luck finding that Prismacolor.
Is that the one that's discontinued?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look how much, there's not much time before your fun ends, Kimball.
Well, they have a replacement. It's fine.
Sure they do.
They do. I've seen it. It's all true. Pink.
That's pretty.
Yes. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be throwing neons in there, but we'll see. We'll see.
He says that now.
You about hawked up a loogie.
I'm pretty sure he is going to throw some neon in there. So I'm like,
oh my God. We're going to get, what is this? I think this is light peach. We got peach. So those are basically what I'm going to use for skin tones, but it's skin tones. It's fur. Now she's got, what is she wearing? She's got some great stuff on here.
It's making me so nervous. Every time you hit the table, it's just like, you didn't take a sip of that. Take a sip.
It's so hot though.
Just take a sip. Burn your mouth.
I already spilled it.
Burn it. Sound effects provided by Kimball.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, great. Let me see how this is real quick.
Oh my God, you were so not filming what you're supposed to be filming.
It's great. This is how I feel about it. Okay.
Nobody asked you.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so she doesn't have hair here. It's like, I'm gonna say it's just like a piece of fabric, but she has brown hair. So we're gonna throw in some browns.
Okay.
We're gonna, yeah, we can go dark. We'll make it sepia. We'll make it kind of dark.
Thick Chick says, hey guys. SK says Pink Flamingo. And then Jaylin says, hi from Weewa, NSW, Australia.
Oh my God, I love all that.
Weewa. Love it.
So we got sepia, a chocolate, and we'll go for like a lighter brown, warm tones. We'll see how that goes. What are you? Mineral orange.
David says, good morning, good evening from Houston.
Good morning, starshine. She's got like an orangey, we'll say it's like an orangey red sleeves.
I know, it's so pretty.
So, excuse me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Am I in your way?
Artist at work here,
Am I in your way?
Artist at work. So we're going to do, we'll start with red.
Okay.
Probably whatever color this one is. What are you?
They're all so different.
Scarlet Lake. They are. Some are orangier than others. But I do want to take it to an orange.
Take it to the orange.
Man.
One more time.
So those could work. What color are you? We've got pale vermilion and a Scarlet Lake. And we'll throw in like a pale peachy color.
Do they have a Scarlett Johansson?
You know what? No one thinks you're funny.
Okay.
No one finds you interesting.
Oh my, what is that from?
Will and Grace.
Oh, right.
Not even your husband and your best friend.
Mira Sorvino. We
love her. White, just because I may want to. And that's a good start. Okay, well, you know, we're going to need blues.
Oh, Jillian says it's not available in Australia until September, this book. Catitudes by Camilla Derico.
I'm so sorry. We are going to want some... Ooh, these are like bluey greens. Okay, so we're going to go dark green to this. Will this work? Yes.
Eve says, hey, fellas from New Zealand.
Ooh, well, hello.
Waterworld says, good morning.
Good. Okay, I can't keep singing that. but I want to.
We can keep singing the Friday song if you want by Rebecca Black.
Fine with that. So those are the greens. And then it's kind of a muted blue. I always like to do a vibrant blue, but not today, Kimball. Get your crap together. We're going to go indigo.
Does anyone else think it's satisfying to see all these colored pencils laid out?
I mean, I know I'm
a fan.
So usually that's the blue that I like to do. It's like an indigo and a true blue, which is very nice. But this is indigo, and we'll take it into Blue Violet Lake.
So you're mixing the 2 pencils when you do this?
Yeah, and then going into
3 pencils, rather.
Yeah, into a cloud blue.
Medium. So dark, medium, and light, basically.
Yeah, and it's a rough blend. I just want to see if they're going to work well together. I think so. Okay, we've got some colors to work with. Get this big old book of beauty out of my way.
You've really chosen your colors, Kimball. Oh my gosh.
This is roughly how I choose my colors. So let's start with the first skin. Oh, that sounds gross.
No, I'm down. Let's start with the first skin, Kimball. All right.
This is, I didn't even sharpen anything.
Claire says, good morning, guys.
Oh, good morning. Did she say it like Marilyn?
Yeah, and then...
Excuse me, my
love. Am I in your way? I'm so sorry about that. I think
you are. There we are.
Grab something off our dirty counter. Great.
There we go. This is just from a pencil shavings because it comes out of there.
Waterworld says, I'm not good at colored pencils. Can't blend well.
Are you using good quality colored pencils? And are you using good paper? Those are very important things. Because if you have very hard pencils, you have to layer very lightly, which I don't really like. I prefer doing softer lead.
That's why Kimball does these, because they're like wax-based pencils. They're a bit softer.
Yeah, they're like a wax oil base, I believe. But they are a softer core. People break them a lot. I don't have that problem. Knock on wood. I think that's wood.
It is a melamine, but yeah.
It's got some woodness to it.
That is a foil finish. Leslie says, hello, my lovelies. Good to see you in real time and doing another of Camilla's pictures.
Oh, it's so good
Leslie!
I was going to say so good to see you, but I can picture your face in my mind.
Jalen says, definitely. Can't get enough of quality colored pencil. And then Scott says, good morning from Cali. Bear with as the espresso kicks in.
Woo! I mean, I'm on decaf right now because I've been caffeinating all day. Sounds like a real problem. All right. Also, it was a scary one. So just so you know, the whole Pop Mart thing, right? Like, I kind of have this obsession with Pop Mart. I have this thing where, like, if I get a duplicate, I stop collecting that particular collection, right?
If you don't know what Pop Mart is, by the way, they are like little hidden figurines inside of boxes. So you have like a set of 9 or 12 or whatever, and you never know what one you're going to get.
I mean, they come in collections, so you have an idea of what you're going to get. Anyway, so if I get a duplicate, I'll stop collecting that particular collection.
Our bank account thanks him for this rule. Okay.
We'll see. So today, I thought I got a duplicate, but I did not get a duplicate.
Oh my God.
So this one gets to continue buying that because it's a brand new collection and it is gorgeous. Moving on. Stop distracting.
Yeah, don't show them what it is or anything. Just like get them all like hyped up and curious, and then.
Do you want me to go get it?
Yeah, just go ahead and go get it.
You guys,
just go get it, Kimball.
I apologize to everyone who is here for coloring.
I apologize for nothing.
Bear with.
Oh my, hopefully the service doesn't cut out here.
Yeah, look what you're making us do. That's not it. I just rearranged them all. What?
Nothing, it's just funny.
Is it?
I love an unpredictable live stream.
I'm sure.
There are so many mirrors in this place. It's just like...
It's very uncomfortable. Oh my God, where are you? Okay.
Okay.
Back out to where it's light. Oh, jeez Louise. Where are you at?
You guys, we got our health insurance, by the way, so we can be as reckless as we want now.
Nobody cares.
Okay.
So basically, this is my favorite one. Skull Panda is like the creator.
Okay.
This is the new launch.
Okay, got it.
Basically, it comes in this box. You have no idea. It's going to be one of those.
Okay, let me just hold it there still. So these are the options for like the toys you can get. Let's see if I can zoom in enough. There we go.
You say toys. I say figurines.
They're toys. And there's also a mystery one, but you only have one out of 144 chance of getting it. What did you get?
So you open it up. Oh my God, it's like so delicately
You've never been so excited in your life. Life is worth living.
It's wrapped in like this padding. Comes in this. You rip it open. You're like, oh my God, what is it going to be? It's going to be something amazing. And then it's that.
Oh, she's so cute. And these are like really nicely crafted toys. figurines. But then they set up and you can get little things from them anyway. So she's going to sit and watch you do the rest of your stuff, Kimball.
Okay, so yeah, if you've seen like my old art space, you'll have noticed a lot of these in the background.
Absolutely.
Let's carry on to why we're all here.
If you've looked at our bank account, you'll notice that Kimball has a lot of these.
No, see, the deal is every time Rocky buys a new tank top, I get to buy a new Pop Mart. Okay?
I bought 2 tank tops, and Kimball bought 3 Pop Marts. So he said he's going to skip a coffee.
You have like 10 tank tops, though, so I'm just catching up. Oh my God, let's
back
color.
to art.
So, I like to start with the shadows first.
Okay.
And this is my darkest purple, which I'm using for the shading because it's skin, fur. The fur is skin. That's what we're doing.
Got it.
So let's block in some shadows.
Claire says we're here for the coloring and the shenanigans.
That is good because there's always going to be shenanigans mixed in with the coloring.
Well, this is how Meowna Lisa feels about our shenanigans, Kimball.
Yeah. I don't think her expression ever changes.
Oh, well.
Except for when people do that creepy AI stuff. Basically, I'm just blocking in the hard shadow of the wrap that's going around.
That's a wrap.
Uh-huh.
You guys, I just saw some bats flying outside. It was so cute. I mean, I don't know if cute's the right word, but I felt like they were cute.
I'm not really
They
sure.
weren't in my hair, so it was fine.
Not really sure how to do the fuzzy in the ears kind of bit. So we're just shading bits and pieces. This is like kind of drawn weird.
Okay. Waterworld says you're not buying the Labubu's.
Yeah, I'm not a Labubu fan. I think they're cute, but I like the like elegant, or I like the cutesy cute ones. Like, well, they don't have those. Those are out of a different store. Never mind. It's called Nook. It's a cute little boy that does all these cute things with his cat. It's adorable. But yeah, no, not a Labubu fan. I will say though, when we went,
Kimball asked me that earlier, and I thought he was talking about like Honey Boo Boo from the TLC show. Do you guys remember Honey Boo Boo? Anyway.
yeah, she is not at Pop Mart.
Although if they did have a Pop Mart of Honey Boo Boo, I think I would definitely go for that line.
I would not.
You wouldn't?
I
Okay.
don't think so. Anyway, shading under the muzzle. Is it called the muzzle on a cat as well?
Maybe a view is a view says, "Hey cutie pies, I love this book."
Oh, you're talking to me.
And good morning.
Well, good morning to you.
Amber's Corner 2.0 says, "Hey Kimball and Rocky, I am here for the shenanigans today."
Oh, fab. This is pretty much all we have nowadays. Shenanigans and a bit of art.
We have some life updates for you. We'll save them for the end.
Oh my God. I mean, was it this week that I cried or was it last week? I don't remember.
I don't know. When, all the crying's just blending together now.
Ugh. I mean, I only cried once, but once is enough.
I think it was like the 5th time I've ever seen you cry in front of me.
It was just, I was so exhausted.
Oh my God. Sebastian just gave you another 10 CHF for more figurines.
Oh.
Sebastian, don't encourage him. Don't encourage him.
Yeah. Thanks. Hearts.
Aw,
Thank you.
That's so nice. Thank you.
That is very
We'll do
kind.
something productive with that. I promise you.
We'll build a shelf unit for the figurines.
Yes, absolutely.
Anyway, so all the lines that Camilla has drawn here, those are like, the chunky fur lines. So I'm just adding a bit of shading underneath. If that's all we're doing right now, nothing too exciting.
Amber's like, did Rocky make you cry? Rocky, what did you do?
Rocky has been busting his butt, making my life easier, but
yeah, you don't forget he said that, okay?
It was an emotional roller coaster. It was like getting our hopes up, getting them crushed, getting our hopes up, getting them crushed, like for days. And I'm like nonstop. And we've been spending like hundreds of dollars on international phone calls. It's a whole thing.
We'll tell you all about it at the end. So let's get through the art first before we get to the dramatic parts of our lives.
Let's just get through the art, suffer through it.
The blank page.
That definitely didn't start blank, so.
Let me see. So
all right, real quick, I'm just doing darker around the edges because I want the light to be like on her, so I want it to get darker when it goes to the edges. Although right here it's kind of weird because it's like a cheek. It's not under this little bit.
Oh, and a view says, is he using Prismacolor or Jane? These are actually all Prismacolors. So he just shows his colors here. Here's his, well, you can't tell what brand that is because there's nothing left of it. But yeah, Prisma.
Prismacolor Premier.
And Leslie says, love your new collection, Kimball. That's what I love about your lives, etc. The complete randomness of them. From the woman in large animal collections, from the woman with the large animal collections, as you know.
Fun. Yeah, oh, well.
Leslie has an amazing collection of animals. If you guys haven't seen the vlog we did on the Rocky and Kimball channel, she has the coolest, because like we made her like let us in and film her apartment. So she has like the coolest figurines that have like painted animals on them and stuff like that. They're so cool anyway. Sorry, tangent.
They are very cool. I guess I don't really need the Mona Lisa open right now. We're just working on skin tones.
A View is a View says, I have done at least 3 color alongs and I love it. Love his color combos.
Oh, thank you. They're like, I wasn't talking about you.
SK says, cat in a box.
It's a cat in a box.
You guys, the other day, by the way, sorry, let's just take a break real quick.
Really, well, let me explain what I'm doing while we're talking. Okay. I'm taking the next lightest shade, or darkest shade, whatever, it's the next lightest purple color, and I'm just like bringing out, don't be a smart ass.
I'm sorry, okay, go ahead.
And I'm just bringing out the color, basically I'm starting where I colored dark, and I'm just bringing it out a little bit further.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
That's all we're doing.
What was I going to say?
The song. We probably started singing the same thing.
Oh, the other day we're in the bathroom and Kimball suddenly, out of nowhere, we were talking, he's got a new deodorant or something. We were talking about Dove soap.
Yeah, it was Dove deodorant.
Dove deodorant, and Kimball just said the word Dove. And then at the same time, for no reason, we both went, it ain't easy. Referencing the, is it Nelly? No, it's Vitamin C song. Life, it ain't easy. Anyway. And then we just looked at each other and we're like,
it makes sense.
Let's not question it. But anyway, just random.
We can't question those things anymore.
Do you guys ever have those moments, the creepy moments where like you're with someone and you say the exact same thing at the same moment and you're just like, why?
Why? I think we've done it quite a few times.
Oh, yeah. We definitely have some weird brain link. Or we're just so used to each other's timings or something. I don't know what it is, but it's succinct.
Maybe it was just song of the week and it just made sense.
I have no clue.
She's kind of looking like Ghost Cat right now. Like, she's like, yeah, I'm dead, so what?
So you started with the darkest color around the edge and you take the medium one you're going and just fanning it out, basically?
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely an experiment because I haven't done this with fur before, so I'm kind of curious how it's going to turn out. I think it'll be pretty regardless. But it might turn out like, hey, I got some purple fur up in here. Doing like random little textures. You can start adding texture now because it's like, I mean, you can add texture really whenever you want. Oh, I didn't color her paws. We'll say she has white paws, which I guess I could do.
Kimball loves when cats have white paws.
Because they're all named Mittens.
Because it's less work for him.
I'm just going to color it with the lighter shading, just because if they're white, they're not going to get too dark in the shadows. You know, sometimes I say things and it makes perfect sense in my head, and then I'm like listening to it later and I'm like, wow, I really hope people got that.
I experience that a lot while editing our vlogs.
You're fine. You edit me real good. You make me sound like I know how to speak. That's all that matters. Cohesive.
Anyway, what are you guys up to this week? Anything fun?
Oh, finally, the pressure's off. I don't have to talk anymore.
Yeah, totally.
All right, adding just, I don't know, little shadows up there because I don't know what the hell's going on. Make it up as you go. All right, now we're going to move on to, okay, I'll do a little pink undertone because, you know, I'm used to like the pink cheeks. And I know she's a cat. And this is fur, not skin. But like nobody cares.
No one cares until you care.
That's true. And then we'll do a little pink on the nose. Oh my God, you're adorable. You're adorable, little pretty cat. And there's probably like pink all up in this business.
All up in this biz.
Who knows?
I have to control my breathing so the phone doesn't shake.
You know,
I mean the camera.
Why don't you just make it all about you?
And I have a hair in my, it's like floating down in my eyeball and keeps touching it, but I don't want to touch it right now.
That's disgusting.
I know. It's like,
why are you telling me this? Okay, we're going to go with, this is just peach. So this is where we go over all the color. And it starts to look more like a shadow rather than like a dead person's, you know, skin shading. And then
Claire says I can only color with my left hand at the moment because I had surgery on my right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is no fun. I hope you're ambidextrous because, you know, challenges. So with the peach, I'm going to start bringing in a lot more of the texture just throughout the piece as I go, since we're getting to the last layers.
Claire says, I tried to do one of Kimball's previous colorings, and what looked like shading on his coloring looked like 5 o'clock shadow on mine. How do you avoid that, Kimball?
Carefully. Well, okay, that is a thing. Like, if you're gonna just shade right here, like with a purple, and nowhere else, it's gonna look weird. If you just shade the eyes with purple, it's gonna look like they're wearing purple makeup. So you got to do like the same shade color everywhere.
And strategically place it.
Yeah.
What could cause like a, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how to fix the problems of the world. David says, took a break from watching the Tour de France in Wimbledon to watch y'all. Oh my God, that's pressure, Kimball. You better deliver, buddy.
I think I'm like automatically better than that because like it's sports. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Who's winning the Tour de France right now? I didn't even know that was going on right now.
Sebastian says, hands holding eyeballs.
Hands.
This right here. Look at the little emoji.
Oh.
A view says, good decision at David. And then this show is the best watch live.
Oh, thanks, darling.
Or the best to watch live. And then SK says, here, here.
Here, here, darling. Let's see. I'm not sure. You know, we're just going to keep making it up as we go.
Nurse Adrian says, good morning, good evening, night.
I keep wanting to, every time someone says good morning, I want to just start singing.
Good morning, Baltimore.
Nope, not that one. Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello.
You're all blurry.
What did?
When you sang, it got all blurry.
Oh my God.
It was just, it couldn't handle it.
It can't handle my voice. Just with my voice. All right, we're going to just bring in some of this into here.
David says, Kimball always delivers.
That's true. Most of the time.
Delivers the fun.
Fun, fun, think about fun.
Jalen says, no color pencil in Wimbledon or Tour de France, so Kimball wins.
Yay.
View as a view says, facts. Hashtag facts.
Don't you forget it.
Don't you
forget about me. Don't.
Do you guys have any songs that are stuck in your heads right now? Let us know in the comments so we can all start singing them. Maybe it'll help get out of your own mind.
Get out of my car. Wait, no.
Whoa, Kimball.
Well, I was sure about that.
I was trying to think of what movie it was from, License to Drive.
Yes.
So, you know.
Have you guys seen License to Drive?
Can't think and sing at the same time.
Such a good movie. Anyway.
Mercedes Lane. Get out of my
I just remember the mom being like, this is what I ate when I had all of you, and it all turned out just fine. She was eating like a giant thing of mashed potatoes with ketchup on it or whatever.
I love it when she's all, Natalie! And then she just like stares at the boyfriend at the doorway.
She's such a funny actress.
Oh my God, I love John Kimmy Schmidt too. Let's drink some coffee.
Amber says, Return to Sender by Elvis. I don't even know that song. I don't think anyway. Kimball, can you sing it for us? I know you know it.
Return to Sender.
Definitely, that was it.
I think I nailed it.
Kimball, did you go to art school?
I did
for
not.
art, or
No.
are you self-taught?
I learned what I could in junior high and high school, and then I learned what I could from copying comic books. And then I have a lot of art friends, and so I would learn like random things from them. But yeah, nothing professional, because I couldn't afford it.
Coloring View says Disco Burning or It's Raining Men.
It's raining men. Hallelujah.
Coloring View says you all remind me of my disco days. Address unknown. Amber says nailed it for the Elvis song.
Well, I figured. I'm an absolute Elvis fan.
I'm so glad we remind you of the disco days. I want to go back to the disco days.
I wasn't alive during the disco days, but I would have loved them.
I think so. A simpler time.
Was it?
I think those times were probably simpler, don't you? I mean, things are pretty complicated now.
I mean, there's always horrible things happening everywhere, all the time.
Oh, good. That's a good, let's put that message out there. There's always horrible things happening everywhere. And we'll have a picture of your face with that right below it.
But you just got to look on the bright side. You got to find the good things in life. Focus on those. Do what you can. Be a good person. And we're done with that.
Coloring View says, I love the disco days. I am mid-60s now.
Ooh. I think it's so strange that, like, so in my family, like, I'm the youngest of 6 kids, and my oldest brother's 10 years older than me, and that just is weird to me. Like, and we have so much in common. I guess it's because he introduced me to, like, a lot of music that I like that he likes. So, you know, whatever. I had a lot in common with my 2 older brothers, like, oldest brothers. The more you know.
Leslie says Wild Thing by the Trogs.
Wild thing.
Just
switching over to light peach.
Click Chic Design says there is thankfully always also good things happening all the time.
Yes.
Just like Kimball.
Oh. Like Martha always said, it's a good thing.
David says talent always comes out.
Oh.
Amber says, LOL coloring view. Now you hear Elvis, don't ya? No such zone. Jalen says, except we were all paranoid about nuclear war. Mid-60s also.
Mm-hmm. Everything's scary.
I mean, it all comes back around, doesn't it? Trisha says, good afternoon. Just spending a quick half hour with my favorite boys. How are you? What have I missed?
Well, we've talked
Tell
about...
her hi.
Hi, girl. Miss you. You've missed everything, but that's fine.
No. We're just getting started.
I'm just coloring a putty tat. We're calling her Meowna Lisa. And we're coloring her fur like the color of skin. And I called it fur skin, which sounded really gross. So now we're not doing that anymore.
Except for when we are.
Can you imagine, like, welcome to my hour-long coloring thing of me coloring some fur skin.
I think if you rechange your thumbnail and your title description to coloring fur skin, I think it'd probably do pretty well.
Oh my god,
you might bring in a whole new audience, Kimball.
Oh, I forgot to color down here, so I just grabbed the regular peach and colored over that purple.
Trish is all everything with the crying face.
Everything, sweetie. But it's fine. There's always more.
There's always the replay. No, we still have all this to do. He has to color every single feather on this page.
No, I don't think so. And why did they choose feathers for this page, I wonder?
You know, I don't know. I think it was just a filler.
Filler. The feathers are a filler. Okay. Nerd.
Shh.
I know, like, if you could just... I'm trying to concentrate over here. What are you...
I'm getting mesmerized by your water because as you do things, it's like...
sweetie, we don't drink water in this house. Who are you? These are going to be, like, the most random things. Like, people are going to be watching my lives from, like, the past few years, and then they're going to get to these and be like, what the hell happened? They lost
and then you're
the
going to
plot.
see how many more viewers you got when the camera was moving around and being crazy, Kimball.
They're like, they've lost the plot, but that's fine.
That is fine.
It's fine. We're still getting some coloring
Sebastian
done.
says, drinking emoji. Look at the little guy he put on.
Oh. Ah, glorious. All right, we're almost there. We're going to just do some white to smooth out some of the texture, and then we're going to come back in with some of the darker color. This is like, you're not even going to be able to see this. This is just for me.
This is just so Kimball feels like he's doing something. It makes him look like a real artist. It's like when you watch those reels of people that have already done the piece, and they go back and they're just like adding nothing. And it's done.
No, I'm burnishing the colors.
Burnishing, right.
Burnishing.
Amber's Corner says, Kimball, you have the cutest face ever.
Thanks.
I think it's cuter when you do this, though.
No, it's not.
I like this better.
You're a terrible human being. Why would you do that to me?
God.
I love you.
David says she has the look and feathers. Oh, she has that look and feathers because she ate a bird.
Oh, you know what? We're going with it. She's got the look.
Jalen says that because the bird is in her tummy now. That's why she looks so smug. And then Adrian says currently the girlfriend is blasting Lockjaw downstairs.
I mean, that sounds like a thing happening.
It is.
Going back. Okay, wait, real quick. Going back in with the darkest shade. Just gonna. You'll see. Just gonna amp up some texture and fur and shadows, and that's about it.
Got it. Claire was just agreeing with David that it looks like the cat ate the bird.
I'm glad everyone came up with a really quick story for that.
Meowna Lisa, Meowna Lisa,
Meowna Lisa, Meowna Lisa, Meowna Lisa.
You guys, Kimball and I, just in side news, Kimball and I have been spending the evenings or the mornings like a good hour a day trying to learn Thai on specific days. And we get all excited. We're like, we're going to learn something simple, right? Let's learn how to take our coffee order so we can order coffee the next day.
Here's the problem. Rocky's playing teacher. I'm going along with it. But it is a tonal language.
Right.
We don't know the tones.
So anyway, we're so confident we knew how to order our coffee drinks.
Not this guy.
Yeah, Kimball was totally confident. And then we got up to order our drinks, and the guy was like, huh?
As a one
Huh?
bag of tea. And they're like,
He's all,
I was like, one. And they're like, oh, wampoga tea. I'm like, wampoga tea. Yes, that is normal sweetness for me.
that is
Thank
your
you.
bad, Kimball.
Absolutely. Because then Rocky was like, he's like, how you remember it is it's like it's a pack of tea. I'm like, oh yeah, totally. So that's stuck in my brain for days. I'm probably still saying it wrong, but at least they get what I'm. At least they understand what I'm saying now.
Pogadi. Well, I'm sure X watching. He's probably just cringing right now.
Hey, you know what? It's only been a few days.
We'll get it eventually.
If it had been like 3 years and we were still at this stage, I'd be a little scared.
No, we'll get there. We're just gonna like bug X constantly to make sure we're pronouncing things properly. He's gonna be like, oh my god, why did I reach out to these guys? Adrian says, so excited for you guys. Just days away from the keys.
I'm so excited. We may not even have a key. We don't know. Is it a keyless entry? I don't remember. But it's exciting. Anyway, you can see there's a little more depth now, a little more fur texture, a little more going on.
Adrian says, I got through my first divorce with disco, especially Casey and the Sunshine Band and Mob Wives.
Oh, well, whatever gets you there.
And then SK says, little pink person drinking a teal coffee. And then Adrian says she's excited for the keys. Kimball, tell us all about the keys. When are we getting them? How's it happening?
Okay, here's the thing. We're still waiting on our U.S. banks. Not U.S. bank, but our banks in the U.S. That's what made me cry, dealing with them. Not their fault. Lovely people. Well, except for one lady, totally dead inside.
I'm going to disagree.
I
think it is their fault.
But well, anyway, no. I mean, like, Wells Fargo's policies. So it's not technically the people that we're talking with. It's not their fault. They're like, I can't do anything. Whatever. Everything's cleared up. It's fine. We're just waiting for some last-minute transfers. And if they get here on time and everything is scheduled and going to plan, our big day is the 14th of this month.
So that's when we have to go to the land office day, and we basically sign everything over. All the money gets transferred from our escrow account into the seller's account, and then we get the keys to the condo. So very excited.
Yes, and we're very lucky about our realtor and about the guy that we're buying from. He's very understanding, very patient. So I'm very glad like we're working with him.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Yeah. All right. She's a bit purple, but we love that about her.
Claire says, keeping fingers crossed that everything goes well.
Thank you. It should. I mean, there really shouldn't be any more problems.
We kept saying that.
All right, well, you know. We have fought tooth and nail.
Beyond the walls of the Goblin City.
Oh my god. Yes, should you need us, I'll always need you.
Oh my god.
Just adding some more peach in because okay.
That was Kimball earlier.
Sarah, friends. Just adding some more peach because it was looking a little purple heavy. Like, chill out, kitty cat. Okay. Probably can't tell, but I'm sure it's all been toned down. Everything's lovely. We're moving on to probably the headdress. We'll work top down.
Okay.
Wait, these blues go over here because we're still going to use those. Browns, peaches, and stuff. Oh, wait, you go with the reds.
Claire says, also, I noticed your subscriber count is now over 7,000.
Wait, on Rocky's channel or this channel?
On the other channel.
Well, la-di-da.
X says, I heard Son. S-O-N-E. I heard Son. I don't know what you're talking about, X. And then David says, we've all seen your realtor. Yes, you did get lucky.
Oh my god.
X says, sign. S-I-N-E. And then Leslie says, keeping everything crossed for you both. Looking forward to the shopping and decorating vlogs. X says, I heard someone say my name. Say my name, say my name. Yes, we were talking about how we tried to learn a bunch of Thai stuff, and then we went in to order our coffees, and basically no one understood what we were saying. So we're going to need your help because we're very helpless with our tonal pronunciations. All
right. Once again, starting with the darkest color, deciding what the heck's going to be brown. Honey, what's brown on your outfit? We're going to say this and just that little bit there. I think Thanks for your assistance. So we're going with the darkest color and just doing some of the darkest spots first. And this is sepia.
Sepia. That color again is sepia.
Okay.
It feels like we're on Kimball.
Yeah.
I still think you missed your calling being a presenter on QVC.
I had a chance to do something very similar, but that's fine. That's fine.
Look everyone in the camera and tell them you're sorry right now.
Not sorry at all. Saved myself a world of anxiety and turmoil. It would have been fun, and no, I don't think I ever would have gotten used to it, but...
Comment below if you wish you could have seen Kimball selling art supplies on QVC. Or something similar.
It wasn't QVC, it was something in the UK, but... Yeah, it just didn't happen. Timing and location. And I didn't really... It's like I wanted to do it, obviously, but also I was just terrified. Now, coloring fabric, not the easiest. Make it up as you go. That's what I say.
That's Kimball's expert artistic advice for you. Make it up as you go, just like life.
I mean, if you want it to be all super fancy, try and find a reference, but good luck when it comes to like a coloring page.
So what are you doing? Can you just explain real quick, just as you're doing this?
Looking at her lines and be like, yeah, no, that looks good. Yeah. But see, it's funny because I'll color it this way, and then I'll see her colored version completely different.
Does
And
she
that's
color all
something-
these?
No, but she does some of them. Yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then I kind of think like, oh, it's fabric, so it's going to have like striations going that way, like wrinkles. And the lighting's coming somewhat from above. Like this could be a dark wrinkle, like a crease, whatever you want it to be. And
Maurice says, "Yay! I'm catching a Bangkok live.
Woohoo! My Maurice.
Only 35 minutes late.
We've been coloring for 35 minutes.
37 technically, but you know there's a delay.
That's true. I'll just color that a little bit dark because it seems like it should be a dark little triangle.
It's a happy little dark triangle.
Thank you, Bob. Hungry Bob, not dead.
Maurice says, "Okay, let's see that kimono."
Working on it. I don't have money for a kimono right now. My
Christy
mom...
Kimball says, "Me to Maurice."
My
Christy
Maurice.
Kimball. Christy Kimball.
My mom has a kimono.
Your mom has a kimono? Really?
My dad bought it for, I think, well, I guess technically, I don't know. My parents have a kimono, we'll say. My dad bought it for he bought it when he was in Japan. For the Navy.
Chrissy is coloring Catitude at the moment.
Oh my god, girl, what page are you doing?
Waterworld says, "I was trying to figure out why she has a head drape, and then I realized it's her hair, like Mona."
Yes. I mean, Kitty could be wearing a wig. I ain't opposed.
Leslie says, "Kimball, I see you're on your way to almost 5,000 subscribers. Congratulations."
Thank you. We're getting there. It's only been 10,000 years. But by
Oh,
God.
Chrissy's doing the ice cream one.
Oh, cute.
I don't know which one that is.
It's like the cat's head in an ice cream cone. There's like sprinkles and stuff all over the place.
Oh, fun.
I know.
Maurice says, "It's Meowna Lisa."
It surely is.
Kimball, what else is happening?
Well, you're standing very close to me.
I am. Don't stand so close to me. Does this make you nervous?
Sometimes I just want to be like, "Gah," with my hand, but I just can't. All right, moving on to the next color, which is chocolate.
Don't bite the camera that films you.
Okay. Oh, this is adding a lot of warmth. Sepia was a very cool brown. This is a very warm brown.
You sounded so sensual when you said that.
I love a warm brown because it's called chocolate. And I like chocolate.
We should do an entire live stream where you have to do like only ASMR sounds.
I don't think so.
You have to like tap your fingernails all over the microphone.
No.
Get some bubble wrap. Get
So-
crazy, Kimball.
So not a fan of doing ASMR.
Why?
Like sometimes it's just fun, like it's fun, but then I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this for like more than 2 minutes.
Have you done it before?
No, but it sounds like 2 minutes is a long enough time,
Right,
right? That'll be
got
enough.
it.
That'll be long enough to put everyone to sleep. Well, that conversation's over.
You guys, Trisha has a big announcement. She used FaceTime for the first time this week.
Ooh!
Everyone clap for Trisha in the comments.
You know what this means? We can now FaceTime Trisha.
Wait, how was it successful, though? That's the question. Marie says, are you allowed to receive super chats? I don't want to get you into trouble. If we're being completely honest, we have no idea what that actually
super chat?
We have no idea what any of that means. We are so not up with anything on YouTube, even though, you know, we have channels.
And why would it get in trouble?
I don't know. SK says, clap. Claire says, 3 claps.
Clap, clap, clap. Not the
3 taps
clap,
and a
though.
clap for a body like that.
Ooh, 2 snaps and a clap.
2 snaps. That's what it is. You knew where I was going.
I knew where you were.
Marie says it's the donations.
I think I can. Didn't I get them, right?
Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
You guys, how is life work? I don't. Marie says they might see it as income.
Oh, if it's not coming from Thailand, it's fine. I see what you're asking.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. So basically, all of our YouTube stuff is out of the US.
Correct.
So
it goes into a US bank account.
Right. So it's all like under an LLC
in Wyoming. Don't ask, because the less questions we ask, the better.
More so just because we don't know the answers. We did what they told us to do.
Jalen says there's a light translucent veil over her hair. You can see it lightly on the top of her forehead, down to the left side of her hair.
That is very true, and I'm way too lazy to pull that off.
Now, was it in this drawing? Or in the...
No,
Oh, really?
Yeah, you see the little line going across her forehead?
Yeah.
That's like the edge of the veil.
And it goes, just ends there?
No, it goes, like, that's where it starts, and it goes down this way, and it goes across there, down to there.
Oh, wow, crazy. Sorry, I wasn't filming. I was, like, so busy paying attention. The light veil. We all see it now. Oh my God, Maurice gave you €5. Kimmy! It's kimono monies. Make sure, Rocky, make sure it's short. You must make sure your kimono's short, Kimball.
If you want to see it, it ain't going to be that short. But thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Oh, that's so nice.
Very sweet. And funny.
Maurice says, no crying required.
Okay, thank you. No.
No.
I become dead inside now because
Fine.
Crying on camera that one time was enough for a lifetime. Let's be real.
Christy Kimball says, so when do you get the condo and which one did you decide? Oh, Christy Kimball.
We decided on the right one.
Exactly. Do you think you were going to get the answer that easily?
And we'll be getting the keys or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if we're actually getting keys, but we're getting something to enter that condo. We're getting the rights
on the
condo
14th.
On the 14th.
Hopefully.
If all goes well.
Knock on
Melanie.
Oh, this is wood. Flickwood. All right. Moving on to mineral orange.
Mineral. Jalen says, understand completely, Duke.
We're just going to fade
Christy says, grrr.
Oh, I should have done a tan. This is way too orange.
Tan?
But it's fine.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Well, I didn't want it to be too saturated, but this... Wait. Oh, no, I guess vermilion is for the other color. It's fine. We'll see what happens. I could go over it with like a really pale cream or egg or something at the end. And it might tone it down or it might not.
Marie says, so glad you made a choice to pick... so glad you made a choice. Must have been a pain in the neck to pick one.
Not for me. I knew what I wanted. There were a lot of really fabulous options, though.
Yeah.
But I knew what I wanted, and I knew what we needed. And Rocky was like, I guess.
I was not. I was on board fully.
I know.
Kimball and I, whenever we come to picking a place, I don't know why, but like, we can have a lot of disagreements over like whatever, like agreeing on whatever breakfast, like where we're going to go and do next. But when it comes to like home decor things, finding a place to live, what we're going to listen to for music, it's like those are all things we tend to agree with. So that's the secret to our success, I guess. I don't know.
But I mean, not to brag, but I've always found our homes.
Yes, that's very true. Kimball has found every single one of our homes that we've ever bought. It's never been a realtor.
I don't ever ask the realtors. I'm just like, no, take me to see this home.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yes, this is the one. And then they end up showing us other places, and I'm like, can we go back to that original one that I showed you? Thanks.
Marie says, Rocky, what did you do with your beard? Looks good. I don't know what I did with it. It's hard to see it because our bathroom is so dark, so I think I just haven't been trimming it as much.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell where it needs to be trimmed, so that's probably why it looks thicker or something.
But you guys, this reminds me of a story. So we went out to breakfast, and this woman brought over some drinks. And
Oh my God.
She like leans into Rocky. She's like, oh, "You look like Jesus. Are you Jesus?" It was so funny.
It was before that. She like handed us our drinks, and she stood there with her hands at her side, just like stared at us, and was like for about 5 seconds. And then she like kind of like awkwardly left, and then she came back with waters, which we didn't order, and she put them down. She's like, "You look like Jesus. Are you Jesus?"
It was like kind of like a cute offhand comment, and then it was like, "But are you?"
I was dying. And I just before that, when she had like stood there awkwardly and then walked away, I looked at Kimball. I was like, I bet you she thinks I look like Jesus. And then she came over like less than a minute later and said that. And I was like,
I pulled out eggshell. We're just gonna kind of go over everything and see if we can tone down.
Anyway, I should have been like,
I know,
but I didn't. Anyway,
it's our little secret.
I just told her no.
And then she left because she was like, why am I even here?
Marie says, wow, Jesus was way more tan. He wasn't from Boise.
Rocky's getting a little bit more tan every day we're here. But yeah, I feel you.
Oh, Trisha says, my granddaughter and her boyfriend just moved into their new house last week. Oh, that's fun.
Yay. I love a success story.
Trisha, where is it at? Is it near you or is it in Birmingham or where is it? Where are they?
I'm pretty sure she already told us, but you just weren't paying attention.
I wasn't, sorry.
So this did actually a pretty good job of toning down the orange and bringing in some like yellowy tones. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is nice.
Why does this remind me of Bailey J right now? This cat.
I can see it.
Just a little bit.
I can see it. All right, putting that over there, putting the orange. Whenever I finish doing a section, I put my colored pencils aside. I can always refer to them later, but I want them out of my way.
Click Shook Design says, LOL, next time you so need to do the shh if someone says that, Rocky. David says, it's the second coming.
Let's just put that out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Calm down. It's just a pencil case.
Maurice says she's given more Felicia, not Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa.
Oh my God.
I tried. All right, so her sleevey leaves. So this part's going to be green. I could do that because that'll be really quick. And then these poofy parts of the sleeves, the wrap, are going to be blue. We're not, well, no, we're not going to do a veil thingy. This will be blue as well. And then these will be like the orangey bits. So let's do the green because that's super fast. Not super fast. I'm not trying to rush or anything, but it just gets these colors out of the way.
Tricia says they're living in the Midlands, about 25-minute drive away. Oh, that's awesome.
Well, that's not bad at
all. But
all.
not Birmingham. Claire says 30 people watching, but only 17 likes. Click that thumbs up. You heard her.
Oh my God.
You heard her, guys.
Thanks.
Okay, sorry, that was nerdy.
Well, I appreciate it. Everyone's like, no, I'm just watching. Doesn't mean I like it. I'm like, please. We're just going to shade that up.
I always think about how many, because Kimball and I watch a lot of channels too, and we don't always like comment and stuff like that. Like we always like the videos, but we don't always comment.
I do a little bit more now. Just before we moved, like we'd always watch on the TV, so it was not really a comment. There wasn't a place to comment, basically.
Right.
So I understand if you're watching on TV. And
so I know a lot of people lurk in the shadows. Nanette says, I can't believe I finally caught the live. Congratulations on this grand adventure, guys. Nanette, thank you.
I feel like this was like totally the wrong color, but...
Well, it's too late now. You've already done it.
It is. We're going with it. I might go over with like a yellow to tone it all down because this is really the wrong color.
You know, it's a vibrant Meowna Lisa. Meowna Lisa, Kimball. You have to say it like that, okay?
Meowna Lisa.
Great.
I tried.
I really nailed it. Marie says, like the stream, Jesus has saith so.
Just coming in with the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Claire says, usually Eric points it out, but he is absent today.
Yeah, he's busy.
Eric has relocated to a better place. And that sounds bad, but he's actually in a much better place.
Yeah, like.
And then ClickShick says, I watch YouTube on the TV, but stream it on my iPad, so I can still comment on my iPad. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, nice. Look at you thinking. I'm just like, I couldn't possibly. What do I do? I feel like it needs to have yellow in it and not like the same yellow because now it looks like see-through right here, which is weird.
Veil.
No.
Sebastian says 21st century.
All right. Adding We're going with white as opposed to the yellow.
Let's see what that does.
It pastelizes and blends the colors. I don't like using a blending pencil, just if you're wondering.
So you use white.
Yeah.
David says, I do iPhone and TV.
Ooh. I don't actually use white to blend. I'll do it to like burnish out the colors at the end to a like paler color, like it's intentional. Usually I'll blend one color into the other. Like I'm blending that color, and then I'll take this and we'll like blend these colors together.
You just keep going back and forth until it kind of looks like how you want it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, everyone's talking about all the
glorious ways that they watch YouTube. There's like all these combinations. It's like TV and laptop, TV, iPhone, iPad, Mac, external monitor. There's a lot happening. What do we do?
I know that if I had a gold pen right now, I would put little gold designs on there because that's what it is in the thing, but I don't, so we're moving on.
Oh my God. You really just like showed us how life could be and then tore it away from us quickly.
I love how you just like make
I'm
it so
filming.
I can't see what I'm doing.
It doesn't matter as long as they can see.
Oh my God. I need a nice point on my pencil.
Trisha says, got the tennis on TV, you're on the iPad. SK says, no gold pen?
I know.
And then he screamed and ran out of the room and slammed the door.
Girl, you and me both.
He'll be back to apologize in a few minutes.
I think my gold pens are, I don't know where they're at now. They were at like West Africa a while ago.
Yes, in
All
between
right.
West Africa and Singapore.
So that's blue, and that's blue, correct? Is that what we decided? I think so. I think.
Maurice says, extra Kimball cleavage from this angle.
What? Just kidding.
Christy Kimball says, Kimball, some people save their shavings.
I don't.
What do they do with them?
I don't know.
What do they do with their shavings, Kimball?
There's some, I don't know.
David says, Trisha, who's winning? Kimball and I are like, Wimbledon's on?
The person with the green ball.
Did you know Wimbledon was happening today?
Did I know I almost said Cirque du Soleil. Wow. The Tour de France was happening?
No.
See? I don't know anything. I'm not watching TV while I'm here. I do watch a little bit of YouTube, I guess. We've been very busy, and I'm missing out on a lot.
Oh, Chrissy says they put the shavings in the jar.
And then what?
And they think about all the successful and happy times they had using the pencils that they used from their shavings.
I have seen people do like, they'll put their shavings in a jar or like a mold and do like a resin cast with them.
Kimball, you know what you could do?
Merch. Okay. Kimball shave.
Oh my God.
Shaved merch. You could just like put it in like a ring and put a little enamel in there or something.
People could have like little like shavings from
Kimball. I don't think people are obsessed with me.
Oh, okay, that's I guess just me.
Yeah, I think people just kind of enjoy hanging out every now and then.
Fine.
Just saying, that's all.
Trisha says it's Sonia Cartal.
Absolutely, one of my favorites.
Serve 2-2.
Oh my God, I understood all of that.
Trisha says first set, David.
We used to actually play tennis quite a bit when we were younger. You and I would go to the old tennis.
We used to do racquetball too. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love racquetball.
We got crazy competitive, you guys.
It was
Kimball
so fun.
and I got crazy competitive. We went to a 24-hour fitness and we used to do racquetball. And it was so bad that like our ankles were going out. We had to stop. It was bad.
Got a little tennis elbow, but it's fine.
We were bad.
It was so fun though.
And like every time I hit the ball, I would try to distract Kimball and be like,
oh my
as
God,
loud as possible, just like throw him off his game and like try to make him laugh so he'd miss the ball.
Yeah, because it's like Will and Grace.
Yeah.
She's all for no reason. Like, come on now, calm down.
We should do that for a vlog. Go play racquetball. See how that goes. I'm
gonna have to brush up on the rules. Although, according to people, we should be playing pickleball.
Pickleball. I mean, that sounds more fun to me. Christy says, "Have you ran into the walls?"
Yeah, just to be dramatic.
The shavings could look cool in resin coasters if you arrange them nice.
There you go.
Shaving sachets. Say that 6 times fast. 6.
No, because you basically said chat. That's what I heard.
Trisha wants to know, so why did you stop racquetball?
Well,
it was just a racket. We were like literally injuring our ankles doing it.
No, it's because we don't go to a gym anymore.
That too.
It's been years.
David's all Kimball in sports.
I know, right? There was a time. There was a time.
Click Chic says, I saved the dried out bits from my acrylic paint tubes. I intend to do an art piece with them, but who knows when it will happen.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with them, so I end up just throwing them away.
Maurice says, I like the sleeve on your t-shirt, Rocky. You have more of those. I've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
What brand is it? It
Does
is the brand of the disgruntled worker at Terminal 21, and I actually went back and bought 2 more of them, so I now have...
And then you went back and bought 2 more after that.
I have...
Like
7?
7 or 8 of them, yeah.
I like collected all the colors because they're so pretty. And like, you know, when you find something and you really like it, and then you just were like, oh, whatever, and then that wears out and you
Kinda
can't
like
find
Pop
it again.
Mart.
So I had to not like Pop Mart, no. It's like
You find something you really like.
practical things. So anyway, I bought like 7 of them in different colors.
I'll bet you $1 billion my Pop Marts will be around much longer than your shirts.
But like, you don't take your Pop Marts out for a walk every day.
I'm just
around your
saying
entire
they're
life.
plastic.
Right.
They'll last
Plastic,
longer.
fantastic. Got it. We know how Kimball feels about it.
I'll leave them to somebody in my will. Adding extra wrinkles, because why not?
Marie says Terminal 21.
It's a fun place to go. Oh my god, you guys, the amount of Pop Marts that people are buying, insane.
If I could put a picture on screen, I would. But this lady had bought, there was a release yesterday, I'm pretty sure, because the line was out the door, basically, at Pop Mart. And this lady was standing outside before we even went into the mall. And she must have had...
like 40 boxes.
At least 40 or 50 giant boxes. And each one of these boxes have 12 toys inside of them. And I remember standing there thinking, how is she carrying these? Like, she must have called every friend she has.
Right, I'm
She'd
wondering,
be like, come help me.
like, I just wonder if she bought them or if she was buying them for herself and friends that couldn't be there, you know? So then she's like, but waiting around. Anyway, we're moving on to the next shade of blue.
Yeah, we really are.
After I finish this part, because it looked a little weird.
MJ says, oh my God, I finally caught a live show on my birthday.
Happy birthday, MJ.
Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday to you.
MJ. God, he's so
Happy
loud.
birthday, MJ.
I don't like singing with Rocky.
Happy birthday to you.
Yay.
Perfect.
Remember we have neighbors.
Now everyone's going to be like, it's my birthday too.
That's
You only get one song per live stream.
Except for all the random ones that we spew out and we
Okay,
force
only
you
one
to,
birthday song.
we force you to listen to.
What if YouTube's like, we flagged your song for copyright violation?
I'd be like, we weren't that on.
Like,
Although
happy birthday
is free.
Yeah, it's part of the, what do they call it now? I can't remember what they call it. I went to school and studied this. I should know it.
Yeah, but like you didn't
The
graduate.
public domain, something like that.
So
Creative Commons.
anyway, this is much easier now because I'm just blending out into the other. I'm blending the dark blue out into the white. It's very simple, easy going.
I'm going to get in there and really see.
Yeah, you were probably filming your face.
No, I was filming yours.
That's nice.
Leslie says, happy birthday, MJ. Okay, we really see the texture.
We're really getting in there.
All the imperfections that you missed.
You know what? Your face. Let's get a real close look at your face, Rocky. And all the imperfections that God created.
Oh my God.
I know, right? This is like almost the same color as when you press lightly with the indigo blue. It's very strange. It's funny because I like, get quieter when you move the phone over to me because I keep thinking the mic is in the phone. It's not.
Christy says, OMG, these cones.
Are you talking about these clowns?
Maybe. SK says, birthday cake. And then Joshy Boy says, hello, boys.
Hello, I want some birthday cake. My butt's asleep. And my foot.
Let's see. Go ahead.
No.
Let me see.
No, we're busy.
Shake it around a little bit.
No, it's really just my foot. It's this
Okay.
one. I was sitting on
It's
it.
just your
I was
sciatica.
sitting on it. Sciatica. Going to the lightest blue now. We're going to really burnish these colors in.
Maurice says, the close-ups are okay now. Your skin's cometh back to life.
I feel revitalized, moisturized, and a little relaxed. Now that all that other crap from this week is over, I feel great. I feel lousy. I love how I just like go into like random quotes.
MJ says your butts are asleep. I hope you don't snore.
Oh God, me too.
I hope I don't snore. And then SK says, "Oh my God!" SK put a little emoji of a little. I don't know what it is, but look at it's like a little girl flipping her teal hair.
She's like, yeah, girl, it's my birthday.
Cute.
Walking on your
Sorry,
legs.
I'm showing Kimball the things that come through when they're emojis.
Flipping your legs, walking on your hair.
Maurice says, "Oh my God, so many shops at Terminal 21. I'm getting lost on the map." There are so many. It's crazy there.
I mean, the food court alone is insane.
MJ, I don't know. Are you on Patreon? I'm questioning. There's a whole video about it on Patreon, and we show like all the different levels because the mall's interesting. It's I think it's like 7 stories or something, but every level is its own city, and it's like an airport where you're arriving at that city, which is why they call it Terminal 21. So there's on the top level, there's like a San Francisco level with like the bridge and a cable car, and then there's a
London level.
A London level with the bus and like.
I think there's an Istanbul level. Yeah. It's fun.
There's a Caribbean level.
I don't know what they got there. I didn't go to the Caribbean. A Rome level. They got the pillars. Pillars.
Chrissy wants to know: have you had anything strange to eat in Bangkok?
You know, I've had a lot of street food, so maybe. You never really know what's in the chicken. I don't know.
No, it was good. I will say
all
the
delicious.
food we've had has been the best food ever.
Yeah,
I don't know what, I don't know why or what, but like all the food here just tastes.
Yeah, it's been a very
magical.
Is it gastronomical? It's been a fun gastronomical experience. There's been one coffee that was gross, only one, and then there was this cafe/restaurant that we went to. The coffee was great. It had amazing ratings. I was like, sure, let's go here. And y'all, I sat for about 45 minutes to an hour for a granola bowl. Okay, we're talking yogurt with some granola and some fruit on top.
I'm pretty sure they didn't have any of the ingredients and didn't expect anyone to order that day, so they like ran to the store.
I'm sorry, it was breakfast time.
It was so long.
And the strawberry was frozen because it was mushy on the outside and like still kind of icy on the inside.
It was also like $12.
I was.
We won't be going back there for sure. No. We just went there because we were like really hungry and desperate for something that was close by.
Yeah, I was like, vibe. No, I was very disappointed. I was like, what is this crap?
Other than that, though, all of our food stuff's been really good.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy. Like, I guess, I mean, you know, for all the amazing food we get, we got to have one horrible one.
There's a street food place close by, and the lady who runs it or whatever, I got done eating. It was probably like my 5th time there because it's so close. And the food's delicious. And
yeah, we eat there a lot.
We got done, and I was trying to say, like, it's really tasty. So I was like, Roy Mac. And she looked up. She's like, Mac. Because you're supposed to say it, like, twice if it's really good. And then we started screaming Mac at each other, like, back and forth. And I just, like, walked away laughing. But she's really funny.
She is. We enjoy her.
She sees us coming a mile away now. She's like, ah.
Yeah. Yeah, if I don't go, they're like, where's your friend? Or, I don't know. They just kind of like, why is there an empty seat?
Oh, yeah. I went in there the next day. And I sat alone, and the waiter guy's like, he points to the empty spot where Kimball was. He's like, where is he? He looked really sad. And I was like, he's gone. That's all I said.
But then I came back. I forgot to color that sleeve. So, you know, we're doing it real quick.
Blah, 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 blah. Jay Lynn says, do you know the YouTube channel called OTR? It's about food, and he's based in Bangkok.
No.
I think I know about it, but we haven't watched it. Kimball and I honestly don't watch a lot of anything anymore.
I mean, I watched my go-tos because we got really, really behind on a lot of people. So I do watch Bailey J. I watch Dreaming of a Chateau.
We watch Mr. Carrington.
Mr. Carrington, Luke Catlew. But yeah, we've been really behind. Oh my god. We've been really behind, so I have a lot of catching up to do before I start any new ones. I haven't even been watching any of my BLs, but I did start one yesterday, so I'll finish that. It's really cute.
We can watch that as soon as you finish this, Kimball. Hurry!
I know, it's like a simple premise. The thing I don't like is when I start watching a story, and I'm like, oh my god, it's adorable, and then like it takes like some really bizarre twist.
Like suddenly the mafia's involved, and like the government and some like AI monster.
And I'm like, what is this happening in my life right now?
You're like, everyone was cute. Some guy owned a cafe, and then suddenly there's a monster coming out of the bog. What's going on?
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? It wasn't even that. It was like you find out like his friend has been locked up by his dad like locked him up because he wouldn't take over the mafia. I'm like, what? What is happening?
Oh God, so
it was
funny.
so cute and innocent. Like they were just having coffee. Oh my God, why? But then it's exciting too.
SK says the ice cream flavors seemed pretty strange. Where were we having ice cream at? Oh, the ice cream flavors. That was really interesting.
Sassy?
That was like
Was that
a
with
very
Sassy?
traditional. Yeah, we met Sassy in Teletnoy and
At Soul Cafe or
in
whatever.
Soul
it is.
Cafe, and they were so good, you guys. The ice cream flavors were so unique. They had like a spicy pineapple ice cream. They had a mango ice cream, and the mangoes grew on the tree right next to the place. And then they had all sorts of really...
the dried banana. I'm not a huge fan of. Okay, I like banana by itself, but like banana mixed with anything else, I don't really like because it's such an overpowering flavor to me that like it just. What's the point of mixing with anything? But they had like this dried banana flavor. It was so good. I don't know. I can't explain it. I loved it.
I love that this is our lighting setup right now, and it just looks so flattering whenever we're on camera. Anyway,
it's not about us, it's about the art.
Yeah, the ice cream was so good. It was quite expensive, but it was really good. Maurice says, do you watch Tyler and Todd?
Yes, we're behind on Tyler and Todd as well. I don't know. I'm kind of getting over the, yay, we're moving in. This is worse than it's ever been. You'll never guess how terrible it is. So, like, but then you watch it, and it is true, but it feels so clickbaity. Like, the thumbnails bug me, but I really love the content. Like, I love those two. They're great.
Yeah, they're super talented. If you guys don't know, so Tyler and Todd, basically, they live in Nova Scotia, I believe, in Canada, and they live off-grid. So they bought this whole property, and they're building these shipping container houses. And they're super talented, like really funny guys, and they have cute puppies and a cat, and yeah, basically just been through hell the past couple years trying to get this property up to speed. And they're doing pretty much everything themselves. So they're like learning how to do irrigation and farming and electrics and like all this stuff. Anyway, so they're very determined and very talented, and they've definitely
very self-motivated,
relied on each other to get through it because they've been through a lot of stuff.
But it's like, I'm getting tired of like, yay, everything's fabulous. And the next one's like, this is hell.
Maurice says it's Canadian clickbait.
I feel like this red is going to be way too vibrant.
David says, ever watch In Daddies from P-Town? They have a 2-bed and breakfast. I
haven't. I used to watch Steps of Two Foreigners, and they are in Portland for a while. They keep coming and going, and I think they're doing a big move. But I haven't watched them for a while, so I don't know.
Maria says Tyler and Todd have good merch. Wink, wink.
Working on it.
We have merch now.
We do.
But I'm not sharing the link until next week.
I just want to see if I can find... I feel like this red is way too vibrant. This might be... I think this is raspberry or framboise. Yeah. Oi.
Oi, toy.
Yeah, that might be better. So you might be like the next step. We'll see. But I felt like it was just a little too like fiery orangey red, and I want it to be toned down a little bit.
Everyone knows Tyler and Todd, says David. It's so true.
Yeah, pretty much. We're just going to color that red. I don't know what that is.
SK's all merch, merch, merch.
Bring on the merch.
Christy says so many secrets, girl. Girl, more like girl.
Girl.
Oh, I remember when people were doing that, and I was like, what is this? And I had no idea what was happening.
And then we started saying okra, and then we started saying Oprah. So we'd be like, Oprah. Okra.
Don't make me laugh. I'm holding the camera.
If you could hold the camera steady, that'd be great.
Trying.
Ready, steady.
Maurice wants to know, will Danny be at the apartment reveal, and will he be in the pool?
That is probably a no.
That will be, you're just assuming there's a pool, by the way. We didn't say there was definitely a pool at the new place.
I don't know if Danny will actually be in the video anymore, because I don't think we can actually film anything when we do the big transfer and all that stuff. But he'll be there. We might be like maybe we can get him to say like things, we'll thank him for helping us out.
We'll hang out with Danny afterwards too.
Well, right, but I just,
Danny's our friend. We're making him be our friend.
It reminds me of Jerry Blank. She's like, I are your friends now, Jerry.
It's just like, you guys, in life, when you meet really nice people and like good people, just you don't want to just like let them like go off. You know what I mean? Like you want to stay in touch and like be somewhat, in touch with them. So like that will definitely be Danny. He's been a really nice guy.
Whether he wants to hang out with us or not.
We don't care. Let's see. In Daddy's Watch Tyler and Todd. Joshy Boy says Take Out Tim is a fun channel.
Take Out Tim. That sounds
probably like food takeout.
Oh, okay, that sounds more interesting than what I was thinking.
It's not like a channel where everyone's trying to take Tim out.
I mean, it would be kind of fun though if it was like Tag or something.
Yeah. I love Tyler and Todd. I wish we had as many people watching our channel as watch Tyler and Todd. That would make life a lot easier. Or maybe more complicated. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, Lord knows they have to deal with a lot of people's opinions, we'll say.
Maurice says, LOL, involuntary hangout because Rocky and Kimball like you. Exactly.
Don't you forget it. We'll chase you down the street. Where are you going? You know, it's kind of funny because I'm like, I can hang out for like an hour and then I'm exhausted. It's like, it doesn't even matter how much fun I'm having. I need to have my little...
Even when you hang out with me, I'm sure you get exhausted.
Well, I mean, we hang out for like a little bit outside and then, you work a lot, so...
Yeah, true.
It's like, you're here, but you're not here. I'll be like having full conversations with you and you're like, what? And I'm all, nothing.
David says, I've been watching Tyler and Todd for 5 years. I think that's about how long we've been watching.
Yeah, something like that. It's been a while.
I mean, I just have a lot of admiration for anyone who can like go through all that and film and edit everything. Like, I'm pretty sure Todd does all that.
Yeah.
I mean, they both film and do stuff, but like,
no,
I'm pretty sure Tyler's one editing everything, right?
I think so. We get them confused because we always thought their names matched the opposite face, basically.
Yeah, Tyler is the one editing.
The redhead.
SK's people are exhausting.
Girl, I tell you.
You haven't hung out with me before.
But they can feel you through the camera, and it's like, whoa, tired. I can't decide if I want to try to make this have like a little satiny sheen on the top. And to do that, you would just leave more white space. And then go over with like the white pen or pencil. I think I'm getting sloppier and sloppier because I'm trying to hurry. Plus there's just so many wrinkles. I'm like, ugh. Wrinkles, am I right?
Quick says, the first time I have ever heard of Tyler and Todd is on this channel, and I have yet to watch it.
Oh, well, there's still time.
Marie says, will you be getting a pet now you have a place of your own?
No.
Yeah, most of the places here in Bangkok don't allow pets inside. Of the places we looked at anyway. I don't think any of the condos we looked at allowed pets.
Aside from that, though, we will be doing traveling, and like we'll want to visit home, and when we go home, we'll probably go for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I don't want to buy a pet and then be like, okay, you're going to be alone now, or like a stranger's going to take care of you.
There's just so many neighborhood pets. We don't need to worry about it. We can just go out and like pet the cats, go back inside, wash our hands, and be done with it. Make sure we have our rabies shots.
It reminds me of that one show where like it was on PBS or something in Portland, and she's all pet the kitties.
Oh my gosh. You guys, in Portland, they had this public, I don't know if anyone of you are from Portland or know about this, they had, what is it, like public access where people could just like make videos and they would play them.
Yeah.
And there was this lady called the Hot Kitchen. And it was her, she was like she looked like Sookie Stackhouse.
Oh my God.
From Vampire Diaries. And then she had like kind of an older
Vampire Diaries,
husband.
not
whatever,
Vampire Diaries.
What am I thinking of?
True Blood.
True Blood.
Anna Paquin.
Anna Paquin, thank you. Anyway, and then her like older husband or whatever, and so she would cook in like this nighty looking thing, and then they would eat the food at the end. And the very last part of their show was like their logo trademark, and it was her holding two cats, and she's like, "Pet the kitties."
Oh my God, I was dying. And then we watched her as much as we could.
Yeah, totally. Pam actually lived in Portland too. The lady that played Pam.
I don't know if she lived there, but
we saw her there.
Well, she's friends with Sarah. Bib.
There you go. I missed some comments. 1 second. Claire says, me too, Click Shake. I've been binging The Antique Nomad myself. And then Tim says, check out that. That's a gay ass podcast. Marie says, yay, True Blood. That show should get back.
It's been a while.
Timothy says, also Taylor and Jeff. There's so many channels. It's insane.
I feel like we met somebody from True Blood. Oh no, I'm thinking Tyler from The werewolf one.
I don't know, but the brother guy or whatever, the blonde guy that had like the rockin' body in True Blood. That's why I was watching. I always liked the main character. Always that was in the main vampire. He's always like Suki. The way he said Suki's name, that always got us coming back for more.
I was obsessed with. I think his name was Eric on the show. The
Yeah.
boy. Yeah. But everyone was like, he's not cute, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, he's freaking hot. And then he cut his hair and everyone's like, he's so hot. I'm like, he was hotter with long hair. But whatever.
Everyone has to defy your opinion of things. Alexander Skarsgård.
Ah, yes.
Him, but also the brother. What was the brother's name that had like the super fit body? I can't remember.
Oh
The
my
younger
God.
guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember. Anyway.
Wasn't he an officer? Like he played a cop or something?
I think
in the
so.
show.
I don't know. Sebastian says Murderbot series. There's so many things to watch. Don't give us more to do. It's an assignment.
It's
Marie
insane.
says, "Oh, the tiny one."
All right. We're going to make it a little shimmery, but not shimmery, but satiny. We don't have to be quiet for this.
I am getting in there.
That's what she said. Why can't I think of his name?
The camera's like right
Stackhouse.
up under Kimball's chin right now, so I can get this shot. Just so you know, he can't even move.
I mean, I can.
He can move his hand.
What the
Don't
heck?
bump the camera. Ryan Quanten.
Ryan Quentin, yeah. But what was his name on the show? Something Stackhouse. Well, that didn't work. It's too
Marie
bad.
says he did a movie about a glory hole.
Was there a whole movie? Is that enough premise for a movie? Like, can we fit an entire movie into that?
Sure.
I don't
Well,
know about that. Well, I mean, anyway.
just coming back over with the darkest red to
Jason was his name.
Jason Stackhouse.
Good job, Scott. Thank you.
Thank you. I feel better now.
Everyone's here for us.
I am definitely going to sleep better tonight.
ClickShook Design says, aside from the Rocky and Kimball channel, I almost exclusively watch art channels on YouTube unless I'm looking for info on something.
Well, I feel honored to be in that little niche.
We do. We honestly feel honored anyone would watch.
You make it sound like I make trash.
We're just so grateful that you guys can put up with Kimball and all of his trashy art. That's what I'm trying to say, Kimball.
I'm glad you can put up with Rocky and his trashy mouth.
I know, right? I wish Rocky would just shut up.
Well, she's probably watching.
Josh is all, sure you can, Rocky.
Sure, Jan. Eye color. What are the color of the eyes? Anyone? Anyone?
The eye. Oh, I know what color was Mona Lisa's eyes.
Maybe brown? I could do like a gold. We'll do like a golden
Okay.
brown. 'cause,
Match
like,
the hair.
No, goldy brown. Like
Blue. SK says blue.
too late.
Too late.
No, you took way too long.
Just kidding.
You're like all up in my business right now. And I
Jalen
don't-
says you are quality viewing.
Oh, thanks. We'll do a little brown. Wait. I don't know. We're coloring it. I don't know how cat's eyes are anymore.
It's been so long since you've lost yourself gazing into a cat's eyes, Kimball.
Well, because they're so big, but I'm like, wait, is this...
SK put a needle.
Don't do that.
He's coming for you.
No.
I'm just going to get it right in there. Wow, look at that craziness. Could you try to do this without shaking the table? That'd be great. I'm just kidding. You're doing great. Did you clean your nails beforehand? We're getting a nice close-up here.
No, I didn't.
Great. Let me just get in really close on your nails.
I got pink on it.
Okay.
They're
Back to Meowna Lisa, Kimball.
I'm adding
Oh,
on-
SK says it's a magic wand. Got it. It looks like a needle from here, Kimball. Look at it. Doesn't it look like a needle?
No, it looks like a magic wand.
Oh, okay.
That looks like a baton.
Maybe my mind's just in a different place.
Yeah. Okay.
What kind of meow? You know how cats have different meows? Yeah. How do you think Meowna Lisa sounds?
Um.
Go ahead. We're listening. I don't think that's it.
What is it then?
I don't know. It's more like ow, ow. You know, how sometimes they do that that loud noise.
That's like the moaning Lisa.
Exactly. You nailed it.
The yowling
Give me a
cat.
sip, Kimmel.
Delicious.
So
It's-
good.
That last sip was an iced
80
coffee.
minutes later.
Oh my god, we've been doing this for hours.
Trisha wants to know, has your container ship arrived with all your stuff ready for your new condo? Good question.
No.
No.
And we're
somewhere
glad.
in between West Africa and Singapore. We don't know why it's going to Singapore. We thought it was coming to Thailand, but I guess they're doing a pit stop. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Hopefully they send it to the right place. Otherwise, a nice family in Singapore can have all of our things.
No, I don't think so. I guess that's it.
Are these colors? Let's look at the reference that you have. I just want to see how these are looking compared to what you were expecting.
Mine are
here.
much more colorful.
That looks pretty much identical to me. I don't see any difference there.
I know where you sleep.
I know, right next to you, buddy.
You know what I could do?
What could you do?
To, we could tone it all down with
No, don't tone it down.
French gray.
You're going to make it ugly.
It's not your face.
That's true. I love the sing-along cat videos. Says Joshy Boy. The sing-along cat videos. Marie says, call a cat over by saying meh, meh.
Oh, we've seen the videos.
But have you tried it?
No. Do I want to call a cat over? Not really.
Meh. You did the other day.
Yeah, but then I have to get involved, and I'm just like, I can't be bothered.
Kimball made a cat crawl across a bunch of broken glass to get to him.
No.
Yes, he did. He was like, come here, kitty. And there was the only way the cat could get to him was walking over all this broken glass on a fence.
And here's the true story.
Oh, okay, sorry.
The cat was walking along the fence with the broken glass.
Right.
And I found a spot where there was no glass. And I was like, come here, kitty. And he like chilled, and I petted it for a little bit. And then
Kimball washed his hand because it was so dirty afterwards.
That is true.
It was so cute, the little kitty, though.
I'm just going to add some like French gray to the bottom parts.
Sebastian says, I love the cat speech videos.
I feel like...
Weren't you just talking about the first video ever on YouTube was something to do with a cat?
I mean, I don't know. I saw some post, and I was like, who
It
knew?
must be true if you saw it, though.
Yeah. They were like, who knew that this would lead to millions of memes and the love of cat videos and blah, blah, blah. You know.
Well, so far the internet hasn't cut out, I don't think, anyway, so that's good.
Well, we're all still here. I'm just adding this gray everywhere randomly now.
Oh, there's a guy that makes songs with cats meowing. I have seen that.
Okay, yeah. Oh, no, that is right.
That is right.
That is right. That's a thing that happened. All right, well, I think we're done. I'm just
We're just
farting
waffling
around
on
now.
with colors.
Meow, 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 meow.
That's so
meow,
cute.
meow,
Catch will the
meow,
internet, says
meow,
Jayla.
meow, 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 meow.
All right, Kimball, let's see it.
Inappropriate, and I'm putting some pencils
Let's see
away.
the coloring you did.
I have like all these colored pencils that have.
Oh
to,
my
like,
god, can you just like do that later?
They all have. Well, I was gonna do it last time, remember? And then they sat out here for like 3 days.
You had nothing. You didn't have enough time.
Yeah, do you know how busy I am? Okay. I have a life full of things that don't need doing.
Kimball's gonna make you all sit and watch him put all these back. Let's all go one at a time.
Yeah. Okay. They understand. Okay. They do the same thing. Probably someone out there does. We'll get most of them. I won't make you watch all.
He's just rushing it now.
Oh. I don't know where it goes. Probably no. That
is so not right, Kimball. You have to fix that. Do not leave that.
It gets close to the
out.
oranges. Okay, that's what she said. Back it out. I don't know what goes into all these slots right here.
That's all anyone's looking at right now is the fact that you did this. Horrible.
Good. As long as they're in the general.
You're terrible, Muriel.
Vicinity. Oh my God, you're in big trouble, Muriel. That goes.
Does
over.
anyone know that quote?
I mean, I'm sure everyone's like Muriel's wedding. Which I started watching again. I was like, oh my God, horrible friends. Okay.
In Muriel's wedding?
Yes. Like everyone is so horrible to her.
Joshy says, I'm going back to sleep now. Have a wonderful evening. Bye, Joshy.
Night. There's the Meowna Lisa.
Oh, she's so cute. She is totally Bailey J. I'm just going to say it. Like she looks like Bailey J is a cat. Is it just me?
I don't know.
Anyway,
How does Bailey J feel about that?
She's got a lot of like back orders to get stocked up on. Or to get out, whatever.
She's got
Kimball.
thousands of things.
David says Muriel's wedding.
True.
Christy says, I have 2 cats, Mocha and Oreo, and those both sound like delicious things that we would want right now.
Yes. My parents had a cat, but mostly it was my dad's cat named Oreo. Oh, sweet, sweet Oreo. Got into way too many fights and then got an infection and couldn't carry on.
That's a great way to end the episode, don't you guys think? Just
It was years
Yeah.
ago. We're all okay with it. These things happen.
Kimball,
Yeah,
what do you want to
hello.
say?
I want to say thank you also. Thank you also hanging out with us. Words, am I right? What are they? How do we use them? Thank you all for hanging out with us.
And also, thank you guys so much for the donations that you gave. I know we joke a lot on the channel, but we are genuinely very grateful, especially since
Yes.
we're doing this full time now. We appreciate it.
Yes, and I have an addiction to Pop Mart, so
That's not what we're doing with the money, but yes. No. Don't cause arguments between us. We love you guys tons.
Yeah.
And what else? Anything?
Not really. I just feel happy you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next Sunday. I'm gonna stop doing the notifications because it'll be the same time. So next Sunday it'll be 9 a.m. Bangkok time, and it'll be just artwork. I'm gonna probably use the Aqua Pastels by Jane Davenport because I can use those. They're like watercolor sticks, but I can use like my water paintbrushes to use them, and it's much easier than what I was trying to do last time. Rocky, calm down, sweetie. It's just a TV.
Right.
It's not even a TV. Okay, love y'all.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Kap